How you guys doing? I'm back with another wonderful video. I know it's been a little while. I am back for sure. Today, with this video, I'll be bringing to you guys um, a little bit about growth or safety. Growing and saving your money, and what kind of typically what people, when it comes to growth and safety, what people really think about it. You know what I mean? Typically, when they think about, investing their money, or, when they have their money in an investment vehicle, um, when getting a return on your money, what's more important, or what would you look at as the more, or what would you lean towards for, what kind of return you would want? Would you want to be more on the safe side, or would you want to be more on the growth side of things? Um, and also, I'll be touching on Formula 1020, which is phenomenal. Once you got your financial house in order, you got the wealth formula down, you have the dime method, you know what I mean, on the calculating your insurance need that'll cover your family. Um, and the 1020 formula, that's just like an extension to the dime method, and what you need, what kind of coverage you would need for your life insurance. And see, the difference is the dime method just shows how to calculate and get an accurate number for what you need. But the Formula 1020, I say it's an extended version of it, of the dime, because you not only do you calculate how much insurance you need, but you calculate how much you would need for retirement, and for when you get to that retirement age, which is 65. But really, retirement isn't a number. Just to give you guys a little nugget there, retirement is not a number. Retirement is security, financial security for the rest of your life. That's what retirement is. And you can reach that level before 65 if you're doing what you're supposed to do early with this wonderful financial literacy that'll spring you into being in that position, retiring at 45 and 50, and you know, earlier than the status quo retirement age. So, just to dive right into it, and again, I'm coming from our awesome blue book. Again, I'll put I'll stick my email in the description of this video, so that you guys can get that as well. So you can contact me. Let me know. Like I said, it's no charge. You can get that. I'll send you the digital copy of this book. Definitely. But managed growth. If money were a game, many of us would be losing. Making big income does not necessarily mean that you're going to win. Millions are drowning in a sea of debt. Bankruptcies don't Bankruptcies don't just happen to the working poor. It befalls people from all walks of life. Some people make a lot of some people make a lot, but they may spend a lot too. Got to be active savers and passive spenders. Naturally, we tend to be, as humans, just naturally. That's how we grow up. You make money and spend it. You make money and spend it. That's it. But we have to, in this campaign, we educate our people to let them know that it's much better to be an active saver and passive spender, and that's also what Warren Buffett advises. Just not so much in that type of sentence, but yeah, don't save what is left after spending. Spend what is left after saving. That's from my guy Warren Buffett. Okay, back to the reading. Um, where did I stop? My bad, guys. um, okay, some people make a lot, but they may spend a lot as well. Others make Others make big bets when the market is hot, but shy away when the market is undervalued. They lose and don't know why they lose. And they lose and those who win don't often know why they win. If they knew, they would continue to do what makes them win and avoid what makes them lose. Lack of knowing how, lack of knowing how money works is one of the main reasons to losing in the money game. Learn the rules. You learn the rules and you're going to be good to go. Now, when investing your money, folks, I know you can't answer me, but you can type it in the comment section of of my video. When investing your money, would you rather have growth or safety on it? Do you want growth or safety? When thinking about safety for their money, most people think about banks. When they want growth, most people think about investment securities. The problem is that if you want growth, you may not get the safety, and if you want the safety, you may not get the growth you need to beat inflation. Sounds like a catch-22, right? Remember, a few videos ago, I told you guys the importance of considering that inflation. That's a part of the wealth formula, actually. You know what I mean? The money plus time, plus or minus the rate of return, minus inflation, minus tax. So there you have it as far as the inflation. Can you get both growth potential and safety? It can be possible. When you play sports, you have to play both offense and defense. You've got to be strong on both sides. You can't have all the players attack and leave no one to defend home base. Now, for whoever answered growth to my question, that's cool, growth. But like I said, you might not get the safety you want. And for my people who said safety, you might not get the growth you need to beat inflation. So, what if I told you that you can get growth, safety, tax advantage, and protection all in one vehicle? Amazing, right? Thus, you have to diversify. You allocate your assets into different positions. You use dollar cost averaging to capitalize on the downtime in the market. Occasionally, you rebalance your investment mix if your objectives have changed and to make sure your investments are doing what you need them to do. Take advantage of tax advantages allowed by law to grow more and keep more. Whether you get 20% tax savings or 20% gain in rate of return, every penny counts. Now, gaining a 20% tax savings is just as good as gaining a 20% rate in return. Now, I told y'all on the Formula 72 some videos back. In the Formula 72, y'all seen the 10%, or I think I gave y'all 9%, but either one, you see you can get a 20%, you can even get higher than that. So at that rate of return, with making all that money, I think it was like almost $500,000, a little over a quarter. But you can get a nice rate of return on your money, and that's what I help people to do every day. I'm telling you better get on this, take action. Don't just get the information. You know what I mean? Because just knowledge itself has no power. It has zero power. Applied knowledge has all the power in the world. So if you have the knowledge and not applying it, or if you hear what I'm saying, but you got it all figured out, please be applying. Because if you're not applying, you might as well give the knowledge to somebody else. Alrighty. And for the end, and you most definitely have a good defense with protection of your life, your investments, and your estate. Now, many of us don't even have an estate plan. Whew, I'll touch on that in another video, but you want to have some estate planning done. Stop procrastinating, guys. Stop waiting too late. That's what we love to do. Procrastination is a bad mother, you know what? Because everybody is guilty of it, even myself. You know what I mean? But we have to break out of that. We have to. If you want to help yourself and help your family, take action and do what's necessary right now so that you can be comfortable later, for sure, and have zero worries. And wills and trusts too. I have so much to touch on. Wills and trusts, and that's a part of estate planning. And with wills, just to touch on it a little bit, because I'm off subject. I'm gonna finish up in just a second. But wills, you're not going to. It's better to have both of them in place, a will and a trust. A will, you don't need to have. It don't take money, but your trust, you have to have money. Setting up trust, because you get, it's legal things. You get attorneys and things involved. So you have to have money and assets to put in a trust and transfer it to a trust. You have to be able to put into your trust. You have to be able to fund your trust. Um, but the main difference, a trust, because a trust have capabilities that a will don't have, and a will has capabilities that a trust doesn't have. So that's why it's good to have both of them in place. It's good to have both of them, not just either or. But wills, the biggest thing, wills, if you only have a will in place, more than likely your when you pass, your wishes will you will go to probate court. But having a will in place, because a lot of us don't have anything in place. So having that will in place, at least the judge, when it goes to probate court, the judge have something to um, gauge on, to really attempt to make your wishes come true. You know what I mean? And but the trust, you skip probate. The trust, you having that trust in place, everything goes to where it needs to go when you pass. And it's important for us to have these things set up, especially if you have assets, you own homes, vehicles, all of that. If I want my left shoestring to go to my son when I die, guess what? With a will and trust in place, my left shoestring gonna go to my son. It really comes down to, it's really that detailed, like, really. Okay, now let me finish it up. When building your future and making financial decisions, you should ask these questions: Can it potentially grow to achieve my goal? Is it safe enough? Does it have tax advantages? Remember, tax advantage accounts. Get with it. Does it have protection? If you have a good answer for each of these questions, you're likely moving in the right direction towards your goal. Growth is good, but managed growth is much better. Now, the Formula 1020, and then I'll end my video. With the Formula 1020, it's knowing what you need. Many financial professionals like myself believe that Americans need to save more for retirement. However, it is not a question of saving more, but vastly more. To be assured of having enough money for a comfortable retirement, they advise you to have a total of 20 times your income by the time you retire. Thus, if you make $50,000 a year, the target retirement number should be $1 million. Many people today will live long lives, some to the age of 100. The need may be much bigger than normally thought. As for protecting your family, many finance professionals like myself normally suggest 10 times your annual income in order to meet the insurance need for your family. For example, listen to me good. If you make $50,000 a year, then your life insurance need would be $500,000. This amount of money would allow the surviving spouse to take care of the children for the next 10 years or more, giving him or her enough time to make the transition. So if you die too soon, you'll need 10 times your income. And if you live too long, you may need 20 times your income. Hence the Formula 1020. And I'm going to end this video with that, guys. See you next video.